Wow. Wow. Now, I wasn't on that flight, but I can relate. I can relate. Today, I have a short story for you that I'll never forget as long as I live. My first flight and the day I thought we would almost fall out of the sky. Some things we never dreamed could happen. Car accidents, fights, or sudden falls. This was my first flight, so I didn't expect anything at all. I didn't know what was going to happen. We were just all happy to discover a new place and find something different in life. So nothing could make us sad, but this flight was about to. My first flight was to the country Indonesia to work with my former band Electric City, also known as New Religion, in the Hard Rock Cafe. Indonesia. Officially, the Republic of Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia and Oceanic Ocean between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It consists of more than 17,000 islands, including Sumatra, Jawa, Sulawesi, and parts of Borneo and New Guinea. Jakarta. Jakarta, Indonesia's massive capital, sits at the northwest coast of its island of Java. A historical mix of cultures, Javanese, Malay, Chinese, Arab, Indian, and Europeans have influenced its agriculture, language, and cuisine. Jakarta, Indonesia's massive capital, sits in the northwest coast of its island of Java. In the summer of 1994, we were on our way to Jakarta, Indonesia, with a layover in Singapore. On our way to Singapore, we would experience something I'll never forget. It was my first flight and the most exciting flight that I would ever take. We departed from Philadelphia International Airport and began our 21-hour journey to Singapore. Midway through the flight is when it happened. We hit the worst turbulence I ever felt. I was sleeping after a meal on the flight and it felt like we hit a rock. I woke up to people screaming, people running to their seats, people crying, and people even throwing up. I don't even recall which member of the band I was sitting next to, but he was gripping his seat so tight, I thought he would break it. The flight literally felt like a roller coaster going side to side, out of control, totally out of control. We went up and down, side to side for over 20 minutes. People were falling, people were screaming, people were praying nonstop, people were crying. Our manager handed a brown paper bag to one of our band members because he was nauseous from all the turbulence. For those who don't know what turbulence is or ever experienced, I'll try to explain to you. Turbulence, a violent, unsteady movement of air and water or some other fluids. You can experience turbulence going through any type of storm or air pocket. I just knew this was it, so I grabbed my band member's hand and I grabbed on tight and we prayed nonstop the entire flight. Flight was shaking left to right, up and down, side to side. It felt like all at the same time. All I know was the scariest thing I ever felt in my life. The storm was so bad, the plane had to drop underneath the turbulence to clear the storm. The pilot informed us all what we needed to do, fasten our seatbelts and have our tray tables stowed. I continued to be terrified. The stewardess ran to their seats when we first hit the turbulence, so I didn't even see them the entire flight. There was a baby about 4 rows behind us, screaming and screaming and crying. We were just praying and praying that this flight would end soon. All I wanted to do was get off that plane and kiss the ground. After about 20 minutes, we cleared the storm and everything felt a little bit better, but I still felt unsafe and scared. Not even 10 minutes after we cleared the storm, the plane dropped again, scaring me so bad that all I wanted to do was sleep until we arrived in Singapore. After we arrived in Singapore, we were so excited and happy to be on the ground. We couldn't believe we were on the ground. It was an experience that I'll never forget. I'm sure most of the guys won't forget. This was the day that I'll never forget and I'll always remember. Since that day, I've been on over 40 flights, and this flight was one that I'll never forget and always will remember. In my next story, I'll tell you about another flight that my friend was on that wasn't so lucky. He died in the crash with 89 other people from different countries. Sometimes we complain about the smallest things in life, but forget that other people have it even worse. My purpose of this story was to tell you to live life and love life to the fullest and love each other. Thank you for joining me in my first flight story. And please like and subscribe for many more stories like this. And don't forget my food episode with my friends around Asia coming up. So remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. Live life, love life. God bless. See you next time. I'm Mickey. This is Around the World.